Hey everybody, it's me, Shelby, having the worst HOH ever. Okay, and say hi to JoJo. Hi Monica, thanks for sending me JoJo.
Oh my god.
How's your strategy changed since your last diary room session? What obstacles are you currently facing? Well, you've seen me cry about 16 times this week, so a lot of obstacles I have faced this week. I didn't phrase that right. So, first of all, so I lost that veto, cried about that, and now Alex and Morgan are on the block, and one of them is definitely going home, so that's a big obstacle for me. I'm going into the double eviction, not being able to play, and I have one person playing who will not only keep me safe, I'm going up on the block during this double eviction. But even scarier is the fact
America.
that they're probably going to keep me, and I'm going to have to spend at least 1 week in this house by myself with all these terrible people. Hypocrites, which now include Whitney, and then I'll probably get evicted the day before I find out my bar exam results. And if I fail the bar exam and get evicted the day before that, I'm going to lose my mind, which apparently I already have. Okay, how do you feel about the nominations for the week? How do you think I feel about the nominations for the week? What kind of fucking questions are these? Oh my god, obviously I'm upset about it.
Shelby, I love you.
Justin going up on the block, we were offered a Final 5 deal. We thought it was too good to be true, and turns out it was. So, I feel pretty bad about them. I know that they're probably going to send they are definitely going to send home either Alex or Morgan. They told Alex they're sending her home, but
she's like beating JoJo.
Why would they even need to put Morgan up if they weren't going to send her home when she hasn't received the care package?
Right? You would think.
True.
I don't know which one it
But I'm
will
glad
be,
they did it.
but either way, it's going to suck for me. Okay. How does the outcome of the veto competition affect your game this week? Well, I would have won the veto competition if I hadn't ran on the grass instead of the balance beam. So I would have only made a $250,000 mistake right there, because who would have thought that the clumsy, awkward girl would beat the gymnast and the cheerleader in the balance beam competition?
That was not about balance.
I didn't get to
We have failed
anybody.
everyone.
Pick the noms. I didn't get to be the tiebreaker, so I basically screwed up my whole game for the rest of the season. Okay, with only 8 people remaining, which house guest would you say is your most trusted ally and why? Well, I've always been deciding between Alex and Morgan, between my most trusted ally, but I just found out that they're sisters. They both would have sold me out in a heartbeat instead of each other. So I have absolutely nobody except JoJo. All right. It's been said that Big Brother is a game of backstabs and betrayals. Has that been your experience? If so, how? Well, we were already suspecting that Whitney was flipping on us, but then after the veto competition, which she lost, we heard her tell Justin she can't wait to have a celebratory dinner with him. So that was probably my lowest point in the game so far. I was very upset about that loss, but mostly about my stupid mistake during that competition. And then to have confirmation that Whitney had indeed flipped on us was just a really low point. So I already saw it coming. I've seen it coming for weeks, but that really sucked. And now she's pretending that, oh, I had a relationship with Christy the whole time. So, man, I hate Whitney. Okay, so...
Oh my gosh.
I guess I kind of got backstabbed with the Final 5 deal, but I kind of saw it as being too good to be true, so it was our only option was to take the Final 5 deal.
Yeah, we had no choice.
I mean,
I
don't really feel dumb.
It's either that or quit.
So,
We're not gonna do that.
Never say die, never say quit.
Yeah.
I think I would have felt more backstabbed by Alex or Morgan eventually selling me out for the other, but doesn't really matter. Okay.
Oh.
Answer only if you are a nominee. Oh, I'm not. Answer only if you are a co-HOH. How would you rate your head of household ring and why? I guess if it's 1 out of 10, it would probably have to be, you know what? I'm going to give it a 2 because just the fact that I wiped the floor with everybody during that competition was really great. I was kind of mad at first that I got In Sync instead of Yundi Lee playing Chopin Ballads as my album, but now I'm actually really glad about it. I've had some great sing-alongs with myself. Feeding the Fish has been great, but basically having my HOH taken away from me by Jason and then having my 2 best friends up on the block with my other alliance member who has betrayed me now, on the block, yeah, it's not good. So 1.5 actually. Out of like 100, actually. Okay, how do you feel about the upcoming double eviction? What is your game plan to survive the night? Okay, I can't even play in the HOH. If the ingredients are being truthful about taking out Alex, I have Morgan playing to save me.
Don't insult me,
If,
Shelby.
they change their mind and take out Morgan because she has a remaining care package, then I have Alex playing for me. So it might be beneficial to have Alex playing for me because she's a beast, but Morgan might might pull through. I mean, that's my only hope to survive this double eviction. And then I will probably be playing veto because I will definitely be nominated if Morgan doesn't win, or Alex, whoever survives. So I have to try to win, but oh my god, surviving is almost worse than not surviving because I hate these people so much. My only friend is going to be this piñata if I survive. So, yeah, I mean, my plan is for whoever survives to hopefully win. I don't really have much of a plan. Today is election day in America. How does it feel to be
here we go.
locked away, completely unaware of what's happening during such a big event in the outside world? Well, America, let's be real. I think you know already that I wasn't rooting for Trump. So that only leaves one person for me to be rooting for. I would love to see a female president of the United States of America, so I really hope you are making the right choice right now, because everything else in my life is going wrong. By my life, I mean Big Brother. This is not my life, unlike Jason. So, yeah, I mean, it would be great if you, I mean, I guess the voting's already over. I have no idea who is president. And one of my BFFs is going home tomorrow. One of my BFFs who would have sold me out in a second. Okay. Anything else not covered in the above questions?
Sorry,
Shelby. Strategy, personal relationships, or yourself. Well, let's go over all the times I cried this week. So I cried after Jason got my co-HOH taken away from me. I was really exhausted, but like very frustrated with the fact that I had to share everything with him, mostly the power. And when was the next time I cried? Oh, but that night when I cried, I was listening to music by myself, and I finally, came back into myself and remembered the reason I am here. The reason I am here is to win this money so I can pay off my student debt so that I can afford to pursue my dream, which is defending sex trafficking victims, because they, for a lawyer, that is not a very high-paying job, and I really won't financially be able to do that unless I pay off my student debt pronto. So, that really brought me back into the game, remembering that, but then my game just got completely blown to pieces. So...
She was so crying.
Will be over in 2 minutes.
Yeah, and then I cried a billion other times. I cried earlier today. I was sitting alone in the HOH room when I realized, I've basically been alone this whole game. Scott would have sold me out for Alex.
We're sorry,
Roger
we're
would have sold me out
related.
for Morgan. Whitney would have sold me out for anybody. And then Alex and Morgan would have sold me out for each other. So... really, it's just been me this whole time in this game because I hate everybody. I hate all the hypocrites so much that I'm never going to be able to work with them. And I'm going to be stuck in a house alone with them. I'm going to be losing my mind. So you are going to watch the formation of a new alliance, which involves me and this mini piñata and some new characters who are yet to be announced. I revealed that I am a lawyer to Alex and Morgan because Alex was told she was going home, and what's she gonna do? Target me if she survives? Come after me? And then I wasn't planning on telling Morgan, but then they ended up being the sister twist, so I felt like I had to tell them, and it's been fun. It's been a relief to finally get to talk about it.
Yeah.
True.
Yeah, it's looking like I don't get to vote in the most pivotal election possibly of all time. Or at least to this day. I don't know. I don't know a lot about politics, even though I should. And one of my best friends is going home, and I'm going into the double eviction basically screwed, and then I'm probably going to go home the day before I find out I failed the bar exam. So, that's all, America. Send me positive vibes, because no one else in this house is going to be, and... if I don't leave now, I'm going to start crying. So, bye-bye.
That was gold. Okay. How long have we been doing this shindig?